Part two of the interview with Ned Schultz continues. Stories of the Second World War, 106th Division, European Theater, Bastogne. I mean, if you'd like to start out in England, what happened? How'd you get to, when did you go to England? And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we went on the Aquitania, which was a sister ship of the Lusitania and the Mauretania. Those two ships were sunk in World War One. The Aquitania was left over, and it was a wreck. But anyway, they used it. We went over. We had 19,000 people on board that ship.
On one ship.
On one ship, 19,000 of us.
Oh,
We were crowded. And my mother had, one of her things, she used to have a salt and pepper shaker collection. And I figured the Aquitania, nobody's going to have, so I went down in the mess hall. I got a nice set of salt and peppers. They had silver tops on them, and I dumped them out, and I put the tops in. My mom will get these,
You liberated
I
them.
put them in the socks and put them in my duffel bag, and then finally we got to Gourock, Scotland, and they put us on a train, and we went south. And it was during the night. We went all night long. And in the morning I looked out and I said, hey, we're the last car here. There was a bunch of cars behind us last night, and we're the last ones. So anyway, they took us down to Plymouth, England, and we were wondering why we're all alone. So it seemed like they should have taken us off during the night to go to the Stow in the Wold, and they didn't cut us off. So we ended up in prison. We were there for the day. We went up and finally joined our group up at Stow in the Wold. By the way, that means stone on the wall. We asked one time, why the Stow in the Wold? Maybe stone on the wall. Anyway, so we were there, and on Thanksgiving weekend of 1944, they had, you could get a pass, trade pass into London or to
Birmingham?
Birmingham, yeah. So I talked to my buddy. I said, let's go to London. He said, fine. So we went down to get tickets for the London. They were all sold out. They were all taken first. I was kind of disappointed. I don't know where to go to Birmingham. And then I got an idea. I says, give us the tickets to Birmingham. My buddy, he said, we don't want to go to Birmingham. I said, hey, it's better to stay in the camp, paying KP or policing the area or whatever, So he said, okay, so we got the tickets. Besides, I got a plan. And so we got on a train, headed to Birmingham. I says, when they call out Birmingham, we're going to go to sleep. We're going to zonk out, we're going to be sleeping, and we're going to go right through Birmingham. And we'll play it by ear then. So they announced Birmingham. I says, now. And we sacked out in our seat, pulled our caps down, and we're snoring away like, And the train pulls out, and the conductor comes in from the other end of the car, and he's taking tickets up there. He finally gets to us, and I told my buddy, I says, don't wake up until he really hollers at us. yells at us. So he came up, he says, "Tickets, please." We ignored him. I said, "Tickets, please." Ignored him again. And the third time he says, "I say, tickets, please." And we woke up and I says, "We gave him our tickets to Birmingham." And he says, "Oh, you've made a horrible mistake." Well, what happened? You should have gotten off in Birmingham. But where's this train going? This train goes to London. But we don't have tickets to London. Well, I can sell you some. So he got these little package. He sold us some tickets to London and back to Birmingham. And he leaves. And by this time we're awake, and I looked at my buddy, I says, "This train goes to London." So we spent some time in London. The weekend in London, we went to the Rainbow Club, which is a building taken over by the Americans, and you think by walking in, you're walking into your hometown ice cream parlor. It was built just like they had a jukebox, and they had the marble top, they had the stools, they had the big mirror behind, they had all the stuff, the ice cream and the bananas and all this. And so we stayed there, and upstairs, up above, they had restrooms where you could take a shower if you wanted to, or shave. And also for the equivalent of either 25 cents or 50 cents, you could rent a bed, a sheet and a pillowcase, and sleep there for the night. And then have breakfast in the morning and go about, So that's what we did. And also they had some of those salt shakers that said Rainbow Club London. So I got a pair of those, I put them with the others, never saw them again. But while I was in London, I wanted to see London Bridge. So I walked across to London Bridge, and there was some little lady sitting there making these folk dolls. She had a chair, and she had all sewing stuff. She'd make these little dolls, stuffed dolls with cotton, and they're pretty nice. And I said, my sis would like to have one of those, I bet. And they were like $1 a piece, equivalent to $1 probably. And so I bought a nice one. That went in a duffel bag. Never saw it again. Never saw the salt and peppers again either. Never saw anything after that.
Duffel bag.
After the bulge. So anyway, I wanted to see where 23 Downing Street was, number 10 Downing Street. And so I found someone that lived there. I says, I want to find out, I wanted to go to see where Churchill lives, 10 Downing Street. And he says, oh, you go down here, around here. So he gave me instructions. I went over there, and you'd think it was wartime, You'd think they'd have the thing closed off, but they had a steel picket fence around, about 6 foot high, all around the house, and right in the middle of the front of the house were these 2 gates, and they were wide open. And I was within 15 feet from the sidewalk to the front door of Winston Churchill's house, 10 Downing Street. And I said, should I go up and knock on the door and ask for Winston? And I thought, better of it, no.
Yeah, why not? Workouts.
So anyway, I got to see that. But it was interesting because the gates were wide open.
Yeah.
You just walk right in. Anyway, what else happened in there? There's something else. Make a break.